Good afternoon. Today, no prosaic place I'm going or anything fancy or anything like that. Today is just backyard. It's a beautiful day. We're going to enjoy it for what it is. I'm just going to do the review right out here. So, in order to keep everything simple, easy, I'm going to do something that I've been neglecting to do probably for, I think, 2-3 weeks, something like that. I've been meaning to do it, and I just put it around got it. And it is Pinhook Straight Rye Whisky. This is lot 001, 93.5 proof for 46.25% alcohol, bought by volume, if I can talk. I bought it when I was in Tennessee last September, October, whatever it was. I think it was October. And I paid $34.99, if I remember right, when I was in Tennessee. I hadn't seen it here. I think since then it has showed up here in Kansas. But at that point, I hadn't seen it here yet. And they've got several whiskeys now. I know they've got at least one more. It's a bourbon. But they name all their whiskeys after a horse. The horse's name in this case is Bourbon in Rye, 16.1 hands high, color decay. I don't know what that means. Sex is C. So I'm going to assume gelding. I don't know my racehorse nomenclatures that well. I really don't know what that means. Somebody else knows more about it, feel free to correct me, because I really don't know. I know quite a bit about horses, but I don't know anything about racehorses and how they do all that. I know about just plain old everyday horses. That's all I really know about. It is a 2-year-old. It says aged more than 24 months in new charred oak barrels. It's kind of an amber, straight amber color. It's not anything special. I don't know why I got that piece of andesite right in our way. Oh, it's a thin coating. Not much in the way of legs at all. Now, as we know, ryes are hit and miss with me. Birds. It's going to take just a minute. Okay. There is a grassy, grainy note to it. And it's a grassy, grainy field note. It's not a cooked malted barley or a malted. It's nothing like that. It's more. It's almost. It's a lack of aging is what you're getting here, and it's noticeable. There's a little vanilla there. That comes from the barrels. There's that dill characteristic you kind of expect to get. Oh. This one's difficult. It's not very, it's more of a lighter rye. There's a sweetness there. It's indescribable. That sun is really bearing down on my eye. There's a little black pepper. Again, it's a lot of things that come in faint. There's nothing really strong there except for that kind of raw grain. raw, grassy, grainy smell that you get up front. You're not hit by for the youth, you're not hit by the alcohol up front. It's not there. Again, there's that raw, grassy grain. Just ever so slight a hint of vanilla, black pepper, dill, a little bit of that menthol or eucalyptus. I'm not familiar enough to separate the two in my palate. It's kind of got that menthol eucalyptus note to it. Finishes quick. Trying to suss it out right now, what's left on my tongue. It still has that refined sugar note. It's not bringing a sweetness like we would think about with honey, brown sugar, caramel toffee. It's nothing like that. It's just a raw, average sweetness to it. I'm trying to, there's something else there. Fennel. It's fennel. It's not harsh licorice. It's a fennel note. That's exactly what it is. It took a second. All right. Let's be honest about this. For me, I don't care for this. It does a lot of little things, but it doesn't do any one thing that really wows me. It doesn't have one reach out and just grab you note that just says, this is why you like it. Because I don't, a grassy note's off fine and dandy if you can combine that with a maltiness. This is not malty. You can't combine those. That's not working together. Just pure grassy, grainy note to itself, it's just not appealing to me. And then you've got all these little characteristics behind it, but nothing that really translates over the palate or that bunches up together and then gives you a harmony. It's nothing like that. It's just kind of, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's just something I don't really particularly care for. I will be honest. And now, when you watch my rye review videos, you've got to understand they're hit and miss videos. Ryes are that way with me. Either I like them or I don't. This one I do not like. I'm going to give it a 79 out of 100. It's well made, and somebody else is going to really like it. It's a well made rye. You can get it's not, the quality of the spirit's there. It just needs a few more years aging to see where it goes. It may not get any better, but it needs to attempt it at least. Excuse me for the burp. It's not something I'll ever buy again. It's something that, yes, I can drink like this. I'm not going to have to mix this. But it would probably be better mixed in all reality. For me, for my palate, I would probably enjoy it more. Anyway, that's all I really got to say about it. I can't really think of nothing else. I'm trying. There's just not much there that I can really reach out and grab you. Oh, the mash bill. The mash bill is 95% rye, 5% malted barley. I think they're a company that's trying to go somewhere, and I think they've got nice marketing. I actually do like the marketing on it. I just think that they are just like every other startup, you know, they're struggling to kind of find their spot. This bottle design's reminiscent of Smooth Ambler and a few others that are all kind of young companies that needs a bottle, and I think this is the kind of bottle shape they choose and buy from a supplier somewhere. So, you know, this is just kind of a common bottle. They put this hard wax on here to kind of separate it out from the others. And the labeling is neat. I do kind of like the labeling. Anyway, I've said enough about it. We all know how I kind of feel about it. Remember, the spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. And, you know, give it a try somewhere before you buy. You may like it more than me, and you may say I'm all wet, but, you know, and I teach their own on the palates. I'm probably going to do 2 reviews tonight, so I'm going to do another rye that's a little bit better, that I enjoy a little bit more. Because it seems to me that once you go down the rye road for the evening, it's just kind of where you want to stay. It's not something you want to follow a bourbon, a nice good bourbon with, or not a scotch or anything like that. Just once you travel down the rye road, that's it for the evening. Maybe throw a beer on it. Anyway, I gotta get off here, and so I can get to another review, and I'll talk to y'all later. Or, well, I should say I'll talk to y'all on the next one.